Have you ever found yourself hesitating before reaching for something on a high shelf, or feeling a moment of uncertainty when stepping into the shower? These small moments of doubt can be the first whispers of a question many of us start to ask as we age. How long will I be able to take care of myself? I'm here to tell you that maintaining your independence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond isn't just wishful thinking. It's entirely possible with the right approach. I recently spoke with Martha, an 85-year-old who still lives alone in her 2-story home, tends her garden daily, and drives herself to her weekly bridge club. When I asked her secret, she laughed and said, "There's no secret, just daily decisions that add up over time." Martha's experience isn't an anomaly. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that seniors who implement specific lifestyle modifications can extend their independent living by an average of 7 years compared to those who don't. Agile Athlete's novel 1857 Athletes on the Move impressed this on me. Independence isn't just about convenience. It's fundamentally connected to our dignity, mental health, and overall quality of life. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors who maintain their independence report significantly higher life satisfaction and lower rates of depression. Being able to make your own decisions, manage your daily activities, and participate in the hobbies and social events you love creates a sense of purpose that's vital for well-being at any age. The good news is that maintaining independence isn't about grand gestures or complicated medical interventions. It's about simple, sustainable changes you can incorporate into your daily routine starting today. Over the next few minutes, I'll share 5 evidence-based lifestyle changes that have helped thousands of seniors like Martha stay independent well into their golden years. We'll explore the surprisingly simple strength and balance exercises that can prevent the falls that often lead to loss of independence. You'll learn about the specific nutrients your body needs now more than ever, and how to easily incorporate them into delicious meals. I'll share practical tips for making your home work for you as you age, and the often overlooked social connections that research shows are as important as physical exercise. Finally, we'll discuss simple daily habits that keep your mind sharp and engaged. These 5 changes aren't complicated or expensive. They're practical adjustments anyone can make, regardless of their current health or living situation. So let's get started on your roadmap to maintaining the independent lifestyle you deserve for years to come. Let's talk about something many doctors call the foundation of independence after 70, strength and balance training. You might be thinking, isn't it too late to build muscle at my age? The science says absolutely not. After 70, we naturally lose about 3% of our muscle mass each decade in a process called sarcopenia. But here's the critical part. This loss isn't inevitable. Research from the American Journal of Medicine shows that adults in their 90s can increase their muscle strength by up to 174% with the right training program. Why does muscle maintenance matter so much? Simply put, your muscles are what keep you doing the things you love. That strength to lift your grandchild, the stability to walk confidently on uneven sidewalks, the ability to get up from a chair without assistance. These everyday movements require muscle power that determines your independence. Dr. Maria Fiataroni from Tufts University puts it perfectly. Muscle strength isn't just about looking fit. It's about creating a reserve that protects you when illness or injury strikes. The good news is that effective strength training doesn't require fancy equipment or expensive gym memberships. Take Dorothy, age 78, who started with simple chair exercises after her husband passed away. "I was afraid I'd end up in assisted living like my sister," she told me. "So I started doing chair squats while watching the news, just standing up and sitting down slowly 10 times. Within 3 months, Dorothy noticed she could climb her stairs without holding the railing. Now, 3 years later, she walks 2 miles daily and recently helped her daughter move furniture. Let me share 4 simple exercises you can start today. First, chair rises. Sit on a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Without using your hands, slowly stand up and sit back down. Aim for 10 repetitions. If that's too challenging, start by using your hands and gradually work toward no-hands chair rises. Second, kitchen counter push-ups. Stand facing your kitchen counter, place your hands shoulder-width apart on the edge, and step back about 2 feet. Keeping your body straight, bend your elbows to lower your chest toward the counter, then push back up. Start with 5-8 repetitions and gradually increase. Third, heel-to-toe walking. This improves balance by strengthening the stabilizing muscles in your legs and core. Simply walk forward, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot, as if walking on an imaginary straight line. Try 10 to 20 steps, using a wall or furniture for support if needed. Fourth, single leg stands. Hold on to a sturdy chair or counter, lift one foot slightly off the floor, and balance for 10-30 seconds. Switch sides and repeat. This seemingly simple exercise dramatically improves the stabilizing muscles that prevent falls. Geriatrician James Wilson emphasizes safety. Start where you are, not where you think you should be. Even 2 minutes of balance work daily will show benefits. He recommends exercising near a counter or sturdy chair for support, wearing proper footwear, and stopping if you feel pain beyond mild muscle fatigue. Remember Robert, 82, who started with just one chair rise at a time after his hip replacement? My physical therapist said consistency trumped intensity, he shared. So I did what I could every single day. Within 6 months, Robert was back to his woodworking hobby, standing for hours creating heirloom pieces for his grandchildren. The key is consistency over intensity. Research shows that 320-minute sessions per week can increase your strength by up to 30% in just 3 months. That's the difference between needing help with groceries and maintaining your shopping independence. Your body will respond at any age. You just need to give it the right signals through regular movement. Our second crucial lifestyle change focuses on something we all do multiple times a day: eating. But as we age, our nutritional needs shift in surprising ways. Did you know that over 50% of adults over 70 are deficient in at least one essential nutrient, according to the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey? These deficiencies directly impact your energy, muscle strength, bone density, and even your cognitive function, all pillars of maintaining your independence. Let's start with the key nutrients you might be missing. Protein tops the list, with research showing that adults over 70 need about 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. That's about 50% more than younger adults. Without adequate protein, your body will literally break down its own muscle tissue, accelerating weakness and frailty. I spoke with Eleanor, 76, who incorporated a protein-rich breakfast after noticing increasing difficulty with her morning gardening. I started having 2 eggs with my toast instead of just jam. Within weeks, I could feel the difference in my stamina, she shared. Vitamin D and calcium work together as another critical pair for independence. Nearly 70% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D, which your body needs to absorb calcium for bone strength. Without these nutrients, your fracture risk skyrockets, and bone fractures are one of the leading causes of lost independence. Consider adding fatty fish like salmon, fortified milk or plant milk, and brief sunlight exposure to boost your vitamin D naturally. B vitamins, particularly B12, become harder to absorb as we age. B12 deficiency can cause fatigue, balance problems, and even cognitive impairment that might be misinterpreted as dementia. Regular consumption of eggs, lean meats, or fortified foods, or a supplement if recommended by your doctor, can make a remarkable difference in your energy levels. Now, how do you incorporate these nutrients without complicated meal plans? Think addition, not restriction. Instead of focusing on eliminating foods, concentrate on adding nutrient-dense options to your existing meals. A handful of berries with your breakfast, a small serving of nuts as a snack, or adding lentils to your favorite soup, all boost your nutrition without requiring a complete diet overhaul. The plate method offers another simple approach. Fill half your plate with colorful vegetables and fruits, a quarter with lean protein, and a quarter with whole grains. This naturally creates balance without measuring or counting. George, 83, adopted this approach after his heart surgery. It's visual and simple. No calculating or weighing food. I just arrange my plate this way, and I've maintained my independence despite heart issues. Inflammation is another critical factor in aging. Chronic inflammation can stiffen joints, decrease mobility, and accelerate age diseases. Anti-inflammatory foods include fatty fish rich in omega-3s, colorful berries with antioxidants, olive oil, turmeric, and leafy greens. Martha, whom I mentioned earlier, credits her daily rainbow salad with helping maintain her mobility. I make sure I eat something from every color of the rainbow each day. My doctor says my inflammatory markers are lower than people decades younger. Finally, let's address hydration, perhaps the most underrated aspect of senior nutrition. As we age, our thirst sensation diminishes, making it easier to become dehydrated without realizing it. Even mild dehydration can cause confusion, dizziness, and weakness, all threats to your independence. The solution doesn't have to be complicated. Keep a water bottle visible in rooms where you spend the most time. Flavor water with fruit if you find plain water unappealing. Dr. Lisa Rosen, geriatric specialist, suggests this simple check. Your urine should be pale yellow. Darker means you need more fluids. Clear means you might be overhydrating. Frank, 79, discovered that his afternoon fatigue disappeared when he started drinking a glass of water every time he went to the kitchen. It wasn't medication I needed, it was hydration. Now I can still drive my grandkids to their activities without that dangerous afternoon drowsiness. Our third lifestyle change focuses on something you might not immediately connect with health and independence: your home environment. Yet the statistics are compelling. The CDC reports that 60% of falls happen at home, and falls are the leading cause of lost independence among older adults. The good news? Simple, often inexpensive modifications can dramatically reduce these risks while making daily activities easier and more comfortable. Let's start with the most common household hazards. Area rugs top the list. They're implicated in thousands of falls annually. The simple solution isn't necessarily removing all your beloved rugs, but securing them properly with double-sided tape or non-slip pads underneath. Helen, 82, was resistant to removing the Persian rug she'd had for decades, until her occupational therapist suggested this compromise. I kept my grandmother's rug, but made it safer. Now I don't have to worry about catching my foot on it when I get up at night. Poor lighting creates another significant hazard. As we age, our eyes need up to 3 times more light than they did in our 40s. Strategic lighting doesn't require expensive electrical work. Adding plug-in motion sensor night lights along hallways and in bathrooms can prevent devastating nighttime falls. Battery-operated stick-on lights under cabinets can illuminate countertops for food preparation. Robert, 77, installed these simple lights after a near fall. They cost less than $30 total, but they've completely changed my confidence moving around at night. Bathrooms deserve special attention as they're the site of many serious falls. Grab bars near toilets and in showers provide crucial support and now come in designs that look like towel bars or shower shelves, preserving your bathroom's aesthetic. A handheld shower nozzle combined with a shower chair can make bathing both safer and more comfortable. These modifications typically cost under $200 but can prevent injuries that lead to permanent loss of independence. Smart technology now offers extraordinary support for aging in place. Voice-activated assistants like Amazon Echo or Google Home can control lights, thermostats, and even call for help, all without requiring you to move. Margaret, 75, who lives alone, describes her voice assistant as a companion and a safety net. She explains, "I can ask it to call my daughter if I need help, turn on lights before getting up, or even order groceries when my arthritis is flaring up." Medication management systems have also evolved beyond basic pill organizers. Automated dispensers with alarms and even connectivity to caregivers ensure you take the right medications at the right time, a critical factor in preventing the cognitive confusion and physical weakness that can result from medication errors. For those concerned about cost, prioritize modifications that address your specific needs. Many communities offer home safety evaluations through local senior centers or area agencies on aging. Some Medicare Advantage plans now cover home modifications when prescribed by a healthcare provider. The investment is minimal compared to the cost, both financial and personal, of a serious fall. Frank and Emily, both in their late 70s, took a proactive approach after Frank's mild stroke. They installed lever-style door handles to accommodate Emily's arthritis, removed the doors from a narrow hallway to accommodate Frank's occasional use of a walker, and reorganized their kitchen to place frequently used items between waist and shoulder height. These changes didn't alter the character of our home, Emily explains, but they've allowed us to stay here instead of moving to assisted living. The most effective home modifications are those that address your specific challenges while remaining nearly invisible. William, 80, who loves cooking but couldn't stand long enough to prepare meals, installed a simple rolling stool that tucks under his counter. "It's not a major renovation, but it means I can still cook Sunday dinner for my family every week," he says proudly. Remember, the goal isn't to medicalize your home, but to thoughtfully adapt it to your changing needs, often with solutions so seamless that visitors won't even notice them, while you enjoy the confidence and safety they provide. When we talk about staying independent as we age, we often focus on physical factors like strength and home safety, but research has revealed something remarkable. Your social connections might be just as crucial for maintaining independence as your physical health. A groundbreaking study from Brigham Young University found that social isolation increases mortality risk by a staggering 29%, comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes daily or being obese. For perspective, that's a greater risk factor than high blood pressure or physical inactivity. Why does social connection impact independence so profoundly? Dr. Robert Waldinger, director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, explains. Strong relationships stimulate brain function, reduce stress hormones, improve immune response, and motivate healthy behaviors. In other words, staying socially connected literally keeps both your body and mind functioning better, longer. The challenge is that our social circles naturally change as we age. Retirement removes workplace connections, friends and family may move away or pass on, and mobility challenges can make socializing more difficult. This is where intentional strategies become essential. Consider Doris, 81, who moved to a new city to be near her daughter after her husband passed away. "I knew no one except my daughter's family," she recalls, "so I decided to use my love of books as a bridge." Doris joined a library book club that meets weekly. "Those Tuesday meetings give my week structure, and several members have become close friends who check on me between meetings." Quality matters more than quantity when it comes to social connections. Research shows that even 1 or 2 meaningful relationships can provide the health benefits of social connection. The key is regular, meaningful interaction with people who know you well enough to notice changes in your health or behavior. People who would miss you if you didn't show up. Technology now offers unprecedented ways to maintain connections, despite distance or mobility limitations. Video calling platforms like FaceTime, Zoom, or Skype provide face-to-face interaction with distant loved ones. Margaret, 78, has a weekly virtual coffee date with her college roommate who lives across the country. "We prop up our tablets at the breakfast table and chat like we're sitting together. We've maintained our 60-year friendship this way." Social media platforms, when used intentionally, can also maintain connections. Thomas, 83, uses Facebook primarily to see photos of his grandchildren and great-grandchildren. "I'm not interested in the political arguments, but seeing what the young ones are doing gives me something to talk with them about when we speak." Community resources specifically designed for seniors have expanded dramatically in recent years. Senior centers have evolved far beyond the stereotype of bingo halls. Many now offer fitness classes, educational workshops, volunteer opportunities, and social events tailored to diverse interests. Organizations like OATS, Older Adults Technology Services, provide technology training specifically designed for seniors. Religious communities remain a powerful source of social connection for many older adults. Beyond worship services, many faith communities offer small groups, volunteer opportunities, and practical support during health challenges. James, 86, credits his church's men's breakfast group with keeping me going after my wife died. "They made sure I got out of the house every week, and eventually I started looking forward to it." For those with limited mobility, consider how you might bring connection to you. Starting a neighborhood coffee group that rotates between homes, hosting a regular card game, or even organizing a small book club can create structure and regular social interaction without extensive travel. Remember that maintaining independence isn't about doing everything yourself. It's about remaining in control of your life. Sometimes, the most independent choice is to build and nurture the social connections that can support you through life's challenges while enriching your daily experience. We've addressed physical strength, nutrition, your home environment, and social connections, all crucial components of independence. But there's another vital system that determines your ability to live on your own terms: your brain. Recent research has revolutionized our understanding of cognitive health as we age, debunking the myth that significant mental decline is inevitable. A landmark study published in the journal Neurology followed adults over 70 for 5 years and found that those who engaged in specific cognitive activities were 47% less likely to develop cognitive impairment than those who didn't, regardless of their genetic predisposition. In other words, your daily habits can significantly influence your brain's performance as you age. Dr. Sandra Willis, a neuropsychologist specializing in healthy aging, explains, "The brain operates on a use-it-or-lose-it principle. Cognitive stimulation creates and maintains neural pathways, building what we call cognitive reserve, essentially a buffer against age changes. This cognitive reserve directly impacts your ability to manage medications, make sound financial decisions, drive safely, and navigate daily tasks, all fundamental aspects of independence." So what specific habits build this crucial cognitive reserve? Novelty and challenge are key. Your brain strengthens when it encounters new information or solves unfamiliar problems. This doesn't mean you need to learn calculus or memorize encyclopedias. Simple activities can provide effective stimulation. Consider Arthur, 86, who realized his crossword puzzles, while enjoyable, had become too routine to challenge his brain. "I switched to learning new card games with different rule systems," he explains. "I still enjoy myself, but my brain has to work harder because the patterns aren't as familiar." Learning a new skill activates multiple brain regions simultaneously, creating powerful cognitive benefits. This could be as simple as trying recipes from an unfamiliar cuisine, taking a different route while walking, or learning basic words in a new language. Eleanor, 79, started learning Spanish using a free app after her granddaughter moved to Mexico. "It's challenging, sometimes frustrating, but I feel my mind working in ways it hasn't in years. Plus, I can now have simple conversations with my granddaughter's neighbors when I visit." Memory exercises can be incorporated naturally into your daily routine. Try shopping without a written list, relying instead on mental categorization of needed items. Or practice recalling details from your day before sleeping: what you wore, who you spoke with, something beautiful you noticed. These simple practices strengthen neural pathways associated with memory formation. The mind-body connection plays a surprisingly powerful role in cognitive health. Regular physical exercise increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the production of chemicals that support new neural connections. Even gentle movement like walking, swimming, or chair yoga provides these benefits. Sleep quality directly impacts cognitive function, with research showing that during deep sleep, your brain clears away waste proteins that can contribute to cognitive decline. Stress management represents another critical factor. Chronic stress hormones can actually damage the hippocampus, a brain region crucial for memory. Simple mindfulness practices like focused breathing for 5 minutes daily can significantly reduce these harmful stress hormones. Margaret, 81, credits her daily porch sitting with maintaining her sharp mind. "I sit outside for 15 minutes every morning, focusing only on the birds, the breeze, and my breathing. It sets a calm tone for my entire day." The connection between cognitive health and independence cannot be overstated. By incorporating new challenges, memory practices, physical movement, quality sleep, and stress management into your routine, you're not just preserving your mental sharpness. You're protecting your ability to navigate life on your own terms for years to come. We've explored 5 powerful lifestyle changes that can help you maintain your independence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Let's quickly revisit what we've learned. First, we discovered how consistent strength and balance training creates the physical foundation for independence. With simple exercises like chair rises and counter push-ups, building strength reserves that keep you mobile and confident. Next, we examined how targeted nutrition, focusing on protein, vitamin D, calcium, and anti-inflammatory foods, provides your body with the building blocks it needs to function optimally while staying properly hydrated. We then explored how thoughtful modifications to your home environment can dramatically reduce fall risk and make daily activities easier, without sacrificing your home's character or breaking the bank. We uncovered the surprising impact of social connections on your health and independence, with research showing that meaningful relationships contribute as much to longevity as physical activity. Finally, we learned about simple practices that maintain cognitive function, from seeking novelty to incorporating memory exercises into your daily routine. Here's what I want you to remember. Aging is not something that simply happens to you. You have remarkable power to influence how you experience your later years. The science is clear. The choices you make today directly impact your independence tomorrow. The inspiring seniors we've met throughout this video didn't possess special genes or extraordinary resources. They simply made consistent, informed choices that added up to significant benefits over time. I encourage you to take one small step today. Choose just one of these lifestyle changes and implement a single specific action. Perhaps it's doing 5 chair rises during each commercial break of your favorite show, adding an extra serving of colorful vegetables to your dinner, securing that troublesome rug that's been a tripping hazard, calling an old friend you've been meaning to reconnect with, or trying a new route on your daily walk to stimulate your brain. Small, consistent actions create powerful momentum. Next week, add another small change. Within a month, you'll begin noticing differences in how you feel and function. Within 3 months, these practices will become simply part of who you are and how you live. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based advice on aging well. Share this video with friends who might benefit from these strategies. In the comments below, let me know which of these 5 lifestyle changes you'll be implementing first. I'd love to hear about your journey toward continued independence. Remember, the best time to prepare for an independent future is today, and you've already taken the first step by watching this video. Here's to your health, your independence, and your vibrant future.